Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile 2708 back again with another pickups video. I think I've got 3 bags over the other side of the living room at the moment. Got one of the bags that I've brought over here today to share with you guys. Now these are pickups that myself and Lewis got when we went out last weekend. We went across to Hartlepool. Plug to the shop this time. My good friend Rob told me off. Myself and Lewis went a few weeks ago, and yeah, I showed a couple of bits that I picked up from this particular shop, and I didn't shout the shop out, and I do apologise. But yeah, the entertainment zone in Hartlepool, which is on York Road, absolutely fantastic independent entertainment shop. Several hundred DVDs, Blu-rays, video games, CDs, literally anything that falls into the entertainment category, you name it, they sell it, and the prices are absolutely brilliant. I primarily went this time to look through the horror DVDs, so I'd been last time I think and picked a few Blu-rays up and maybe 1 or 2 DVDs, but I wanted to have a proper look. So there's literally one side of the shop all the way across to the other side of the shop, floor to ceiling of DVDs. They're all categorised by genre and in alphabetical order, so I thought, right, I'm going to go in this time, have a proper concentrated look on the shelves, and I've managed to come back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays, so a better balance for me this time. But yeah, absolutely brilliant prices. I've left all the prices on, haven't taken them off, so you can see the sort of prices that you're looking at in there, and the Blu-rays as well, same as when I went in last time, we're all 25% off the mark price as well. So I've got myself a juice. It is absolutely roasting, hottest day in the northeast in weeks. I think we're up to 30 degrees, and according to the clock over there in my living room, it's 29 point something in the living room. So I've spent as much of the morning as I can in front of the fan over there, catching up on some YouTube videos and the likes. But yeah, I am absolutely roasting. This is supposed to be Umbongo. I brought it in Iceland yesterday when me and Lewis went shopping. I thought, yeah, I used to love that as a kid. I tell you what, guys, I don't know if it's my taste buds that have changed, or they've changed the recipe or flavour, whatever you want to call it, but it doesn't taste like I remember growing up as a kid. I thought it had a lot more flavour and it was a thicker juice drink and stuff like that, but to me that just tastes like weak orange juice now. So I brought that yesterday, had a glass last night, and I was really disappointed. I might as well just brought a 50p litre bottle of juice to dilute water down in Aldi and save myself some money. So I don't know, has anyone else tried Umbongo recently? Is it as you remember? Let me know in the comments. Right, 4 minutes in, I've not shown you a fucking film yet, so quick slurp, guys, and then I'll share with you the pickups from Entertainment Zone on York Road in Hartlepool. Now I don't believe they have a Facebook presence, not 100% sure, but what I will do is I'll put the address details in the description, so if you are ever up in the northeast, if you live up this way anyway, honestly well worth a trip across. So myself and Lewis at the minute try to go over maybe once a month, just to give him time to rotate his stock around and things like that. But yeah, such a absolutely fantastic little independent shop. So details in the description. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sweating like a fat kid in a candy shop. Right, first one, guys. £2, a film that I've never seen before. There you go. And it's one called Child Eater. Nice cheery one to start the video. But you'd expect nothing less on my channel. So there we go, Child Eater. So it's an 18. It says on the front, a Freddy Krueger-like antagonist introducing a new iconic killer, and it's a disturbing monster flick. A simple night of babysitting takes a horrifying turn when Helen realises the boogeyman or bogeyman really is in little Lucas's closet. 18, strong, gory violence. And I think that says maybe 92 minutes. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if they've done any sequels to this one, but if anyone has seen this one, let me know. It will be a first time watch for me, and as you can see, price wise £2, so not too bad for an obscure title. Certainly not one I've seen across any of the local CXs or in the charity shops since I've been recollecting. So nice to pick this one up and give it a punt. So there we go, there's Child Eater. Next one, this looks like a British film which I've never heard of. I love the likes of Scum, Bronson, I can't remember, there's a couple of other ones that I've got as well, prison type movies, and I think this one's supposed to be based on, yeah, it is based on a true story, and it's an Anchor Bay title, so it's going to go on my shelf to the side here. Again, movie I have never heard of, but it's called A Sense of Freedom. So you can see in the corner there we go, the Anchor Bay logo on the spine at the top. Don't know if that's focusing. But yeah, Jimmy Boyle, they broke his body but not his spirit, a true story. Growing up in Glasgow's notorious Gorbals area, gripped by a predestined life for crime and corruption, Jimmy Boyle earned his hard-man reputation. Life was tough, but about to get tougher. Already notorious, a young Boyle is wrongly charged with murder and imprisoned for life. Inside, the infamous gangster takes out his rage in more ways than one, but is to undergo a remarkable metamorphosis. David Heyman from Sid and Nancy stars in this shocking true story of Boyle's incredible journey, his violent upbringing, incarceration for a crime he didn't commit, an eventual turnaround, experience one man's fight for justice and his bid for freedom. So there we go. If anyone has seen that, say I do love my prison dramas, even more so if they're ones that are based on a true story. But I've never heard anyone mention this one, so if you have seen it and you can give me a heads up, then let me know in the comments. So, A Sense of Freedom. Next up, always nice to add one into the Tartan Asia Extreme collection. Again, this is one that I haven't seen across any of my local CXs, but it's one called Tell Me Something. So, no point me asking Tim if he's got this one. I'm pretty sure Tim's got the full set of 84, if I remember, bar the few limited edition releases that they did. Some crimes are better left unsolved. Gruesome and twisted, according to Empire magazine. I'm not going to read all the gumph on the back, otherwise it's going to be a stupidly long video. Prepare to be chilled, thrilled and mesmerised. Powerfully atmospheric. Imagine Seven and Basic Instinct crossed with CSI. So there we go. Anyone seen that one? Let me know. So I think that's putting me around the 40 mark now, something like that. So I've got to be pretty much halfway on the Tartan Asia Extreme collection, including I've also got a couple of the limited edition box sets, which myself and Tim don't count as part of the full 84 set. So there we go. Tell Me Something. Oh dear me. Quick slurp again, guys. Real obscure one next, but you'll see the cover and you'll know why I brought it. Right, we have, with a bit of Slippy. Brace yourself, ladies. Wednesday afternoon slippage. There we go. Look at that for a cool cover. Say, I'm a sucker for a cool horror cover. I take a risk. I love really shit movies, as you guys know. I've got a feeling this won't be the best, but it's potentially Nazi zombies. I love the likes. What the fuck? Love the likes of the Dead Snow movies. Shockwaves I watched recently, which was Nazi zombies and things like that. Love that sort of thing. So yeah, £2. I thought, right, let's take a punt, give it a go. So it is 18 rated. Says strong bloody violence. Three friends celebrating their graduation decide to explore the abandoned tunnels beneath Paris, but when they discover Bunker 717, they realise it's not the only thing the Nazi soldiers left behind. Deep underground, they face a desperate fight for survival. So, there we go. Really obscure one, but if you have seen it, let me know. Next up, a film I've seen. This is all kinds of fucked up, this one. If you've seen it, again, let me know. But it's a movie called Dead Girl. So, there we go. So it's quite a, I think it's a fairly modern horror. Well, modern as in like later than 2000, I think. 2008, there you go, it says there. Every generation has its story about the horrors of growing up, has images and sequences guaranteed to sear themselves into your brain. Trust me, it does. This is a messed up film with what the lads do to the dead girl. I'll say no more. I'll leave that to your warped imaginations, guys. But what you're thinking is probably what happens. All kinds of messed up, but it is a really good film. So there we go. There's Dead Girl. Next up, sequel, one that I have seen before. And again, a really good price for what I think is a really good film. And that's Unfriended Dark Web. So I think I picked up Unfriended on Blu-ray recently. Hadn't got Dark Web back into the collection. I do love a good social media horror. As I've mentioned before, there's some absolutely awful social media horrors out there as well. So it is a bit of a minefield. If you're not one for picking up or taking the risk on really shit films, then it can be, like I say, a bit of a minefield. But Dark Web is definitely one of the better ones. I haven't seen it for a few years now, so that's going on the shortlist to rewatch coming up soon. So there we go, Unfriended Dark Web. And I think all of these £2 ones, I think he did me 7 of them for £10. So nice bit of a discount. Next up, this was one Lewis spotted for me, and I think, let me just be rude and turn my back on you guys. Okay, yeah, this is my third copy of this film coming back into the collection, but there we go. It's my third copy on DVD anyway of Evil Dead, the original. So I think third copy on DVD. I've also got it on, there we go. Also got it on 4K as part of my Nasties collection. But this was a variant that I needed for my Anchor Bay collection. Now, you probably can't see that from there, but that is actually Bayview rather than Anchor Bay, which is kind of the pirate version, if you like, of Anchor Bay. Now I have got a few of the Bayview ones already, I think. Yeah, with Nail and I and a couple of other ones are Bayview. But yeah, I do include the Bayview ones as part of the Anchor Bay collection. Love the cover on this one as well. Got a nice full cover, and as it says at the bottom, full uncut version, no extras. The Bayview ones were all stripped down, so it was literally just the film with the menu itself, no extras included. So if you compare this version of Evil Dead to, let's see, there you go, two completely different covers, and you can see the Anchor Bay one, which is this one. I'm just double checking I was showing the right one then. So the Evil Dead Anchor Bay, that side has got all of the special features on, but there's no special features, and the back's been edited on the cover to reflect it. So very similar on the back, but like I say, they've taken the special features mention out, but yeah, a completely different front cover. So yeah, nice addition, and again that was £2, but again discounted as part of the 7 for £10 that he did me. So that was that one. Put that back there. There's my other Anchor Bay Evil Dead trilogy. Really nice box set, that one. So anyway, going off on a tangent. Quick slurp ski. Slippage and slurpy slurp for the ladies. There you go. What more could you want on a Wednesday afternoon? Right, next up, one I've seen mentioned, but I don't believe I've seen it before. Comedy horror called Deadheads. Nice orange case. Very, very funny. Sure to find itself becoming a cult classics. Deadheads is dead good. Okay, apparently, according to Alan Jones at Fright Fest. A road trip movie to die for. Yeah, quite a funky cover, that one. So if anyone has seen that one, let me know if it's decent. Will it go into my top few comedy horrors alongside the likes of Shaun of the Dead, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and Cockneys versus Zombies? Is it good enough to dethrone any of those? Certainly not Shaun of the Dead. Never. Right, next up, creature feature that I have seen before. Really pleased to get this one. This one's been on my eBay watch list for the longest time, so nice to find it locally in Entertainment Zone, York Road. Check my mouse. So there we go. I hope you're happy, Rob. Giving them a decent mention in this video. So, but yeah, Boar, saw this one a couple of years ago. Really enjoyed it. Definitely one of the better creature features. Certainly didn't disappoint me with its lack of creature. I've seen the likes of Cocaine Bear and stuff like that, where it's got the potential to be a really good creature feature, but you just don't see enough of the creature itself. But this definitely makes up for it. Quite a gruesome one. You can see it's rated 18. It's released on the Fright Fest label, and it says a full throttle monster pig movie. And underneath Boar, it says there, Hogs and Kisses. There we go. So looking forward to rewatching that one again. Makes Rampage and the Meg look like a pleasant family day at the zoo. There we go. Any fans of that one? Let me know. Right, 3 left to go, guys. So coming up 20 minutes, so not too bad. One I've seen several times before. One of my favourite clown horrors. Absolutely brilliant. Really funny, this one. I remember watching this for the first time when it came out. I think it's early 2000s. Is it 2007? Oh no, 2013. There you go. It's later than I thought. But yeah, I remember watching this one when it first came out. I was really nervous because I'm not a fan of Ross Noble at all, but he plays Stitches the Clown absolutely brilliantly in this one. Such a funny film, really cleverly done. Like I say, I've got the likes of, is it Eli Roth, Clown, and several other ones, but this one's right up there as one of my favourites. So if you haven't checked it out, guys, well worth a watch. And again, that was another one that I got as part of the 7 for £10 deal. So there we go. Stitches finally back in the collection. And then to finish, 2 Blu-rays. I had been looking at picking this one up on DVD, seen it several times in the local CX, but I knew it was one that I wanted, if I could, to hold off and grab it on Blu-ray, because the UK Blu-ray isn't particularly expensive. It's just one of those that I don't see very often in my local CXs. But this, you'll see, is a different cover because it's actually a Region A release. Now, my Blu-ray player, does it? I can't remember now if it does or not. I don't think my Blu-ray player plays multi-region Blu-ray, but I have got my good friend James doing me a deal on his multi-region Blu-ray player that he doesn't use anymore. So I've picked these next 2 Region A titles up on the basis that I'll be getting that from James at some point soon, and I'll be able to watch them. But the first one I got, guys, The Haunting in Connecticut. Really good. Is it a ghostly supernatural type film, if I remember? Only ever seen it once before. I think they've done a sequel to it as well. But yeah, Blu-ray, £3, and like I say, 25% off that price as well. So really pleased to get that one back into the collection. And again, that's another one that it says is based on true events. And it also contains the digital copy on disc as well. So it's a 2-discer, a double discer. But yeah, Haunting in Connecticut. So looking forward to a rewatch of that once I get my multi-region player. Unless, you know, it's one of these random ones that will play on a UK player. So there we go, Haunting in Connecticut. And then to finish, one of the few Dario Argento movies that I didn't have back in the collection. Great spot from Lewis, this one. I didn't actually see this one on the shelf, but it's the US Blue Underground release of Inferno. So chuffed to bits to get this one. This is one, I don't know, I can't remember, did Arrow release it maybe on the white window box Blu-ray, but I've got a feeling it's well out of print. I might be wrong, might be talking shit as normal, but yeah, let me know in the comments. But to see this Blue Underground, I have got a few other Blue Underground releases in the collection already, and like I say, this was one of the few Dario Argento films that I didn't have back in the collection. So yeah, was really chuffed to get that one back in the collection. Again, I'll try it in my UK Blu-ray player. If it works, Brucey bonus. If it doesn't, like I say, when I get that player from James, I'll give it a watch then. Not as though I've got plenty of other stuff to be watching in the meantime. So there we go, guys. That's my pickups from Entertainment Zone in York Road, Hartlepool. Link in the description. Yeah, absolutely fantastic little gold mine, little gem of an independent entertainment shop in the heart of Hartlepool. There we go. I sound as though I'm doing a commercial now. But yeah, link in the description, guys. Honestly, if you're in the area, well worth popping across, and I'm sure you'll be able to find some gems for your collection as well. So there we go, guys. That's the video for today. Let me know in the description any there that you've seen before, if you're fans of those or not. So always nice to have that interaction with you guys in the comments. As always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.